Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about M-PESA. It's a mobile money platform that changed the face of finance in Kenya. The name comes from M for mobile and Pesa, the Swahili word for money. And it was launched in very early in 2007, and it has reached over 70% of Kenyans, boasting more than 24 million people subscribers by 2018. So what makes M-PESA work in mobile first is because it's built on a SMS technology, so it works on any phone and without an internet connection. It was born from a public-private partnership between Vodafone, UK's DFID, and the Kenyan operator called Safaricom. Users simply convert cash into e-money via local agents and transfers funds through a text message. So basically it goes through an automated chatbot that translates it to your payee who you're trying to transfer. So to understand M-PESA in the historical context, we have to look back at the 80s and 90s when IMF and World Bank program cut public services, leaving gaps that microcredit and the private sectors eventually invited to fill. By 2015, M-PESA was being cited as a primary model for achieving sustainable development goals. So I believe that's a really important achievement for them, for Kenyans. And yeah, next slide. This brings us more to philanthropist capitalism, where philanthropy emulates for-profit business. Major players like the Gates Foundation and the World Bank supports M-PESA as a form of social entrepreneurship. It reframes the poor as an underserved consumer market, aiming for shared value where corporate profit supposedly aligns with social good. So the revenue model, so where they earn their money. So how does the money flow for them? So M-PESA charges a fixed transaction fee, which is like, for example, 2.95%, and to both sender and receiver, making every transaction profitable regardless of how small it is. And interestingly, interest earned on customer deposit goes to M-PESA Holding Co., not back to the users. In 2019 alone, M-PESA's revenue was approximately 75 billion KS, which is 40% of Safaricom's owned based Vodafone. So financing these needs are not really easy. So the platform also powers products like M-COPA for solar energy and Groda's LifeLink for water. With these provided access, critics like the Wall Street Journal argue that financialist basic needs, for example, healthcare training, is delivered by a volunteer rather than paid professional, which some see as a substitute for necessary public health care. To wrap up, we have to ask, is this a win-win situation for both of us? While M-PESA is a genuine tech achievement, it operates as a profit-first framework. This critiques that it takes place risk on a porous users that allows profit to flow abroad, a form of digital extraction, and ultimately we must consider if M-PESA addresses the actual cause of poverty, or is it just simply profits for them? Thank you.